Hey everybody. All right, next little quick topic here. Let's talk about questions to join the group. So whether your group is public or closed, remember, or secret, we talked about the different types of those and what they mean. I'm going to really encourage you to have member questions to join the group. And here's why. We know that if we get too much dead weight in our group, it really affects our engagement, right? It affects our reach. So we want to kind of control that reach a little bit, but there's also a couple other aspects of it. If you have members have specific questions before they join, you can get some really key information. How did they find your group? Was it a referral? Was it a Facebook ad? Was it a search? What was it that helped them find it? And that can then help you determine what of your funnels are working the best. The other one is by making them ask or have a question to ask, you can kind of decide if you're going to let them in. If they don't answer the questions, don't let them in, because the questions really help determine some things. So if they're not willing to take the time and answer the questions, they're probably not going to be an active contributor to your group. So personally, I wouldn't let them join. The other thing is, when you have a member request, take a look at some information. When did they join Facebook? If it's fairly recent, dig a little deeper. How many friends do they have? How many other groups are they in? If it's been in the last 30 days and there is any kind of flag, I would let that sit there in there for a little while and just kind of see what that profile does. If they don't have a profile picture, I don't approve. The other thing is, how many groups are they a member of? Here's a kind of a general rule. If they are, and this is very general, and this is very liberal, just so you know, if they are a member of over 500 groups, we would recommend you don't approve them in unless you know them. Because remember, the more people you have in your group who are not active contributors to the group are going to bring down your reach. You want somebody who's going to contribute to your membership, who's going to contribute to your community. So you really want somebody who has fewer groups, because the more groups they have, your group could get lost. If they are a member of more than 500 groups, we would recommend you not approve them. However, that still is pretty high. So you're going to have to kind of get a number for yourself of what that looks like. Another thing is, look how many groups you have in common with them. Or look at the same type of group. If your group is a recipe group and that's the only group they're in that's a recipe group, chances are they probably are going to be a little bit more active in there because they don't have a bunch of other recipe groups that they're looking in. So just kind of be cognizant and aware of what type of groups that they're in before you just approve in. Remember, the larger the group does not necessarily mean the larger the business or the better the interaction. Drop your questions and comments below about who and what types of questions you should ask for members in joining your group.